There's a storm cloud coming.
It's black on the horizon.
Are you gonna bury your head in the sand, man?
Are you gonna bury your head in the sand, man?
Or are you gonna get out there and fight?
You gotta be kidding me. Say it isn't so.
Now that was a rush for the camera.
Dude,
Are
you kidding me?
Oh, gotta love Kansas, Dorothy. We're here.
Kansas truly is the land of Oz for any serious whitetail hunter, and before Jeff and Greg could experience it for themselves, they were on me in a big way to get to hunt with Dan Cross at JD Outfitting. Team Rush has been hunting with Dan for the past 4 years, and I know whether we're chasing spring gobblers or big rutting Kansas whitetails, Dan's going to make sure we have a great hunt. He doesn't just cater to TV crews though. Dan's clients shoot great deer every year. I'll never forget last year when I spent 7 amazing rut-filled mania, big buck, whatever you want to call it, days at JD Outfitting when I finally got it done on the last day.
Okay, it's our last morning here in northwest Kansas at JD Outfitting. Dan Cross. I missed a nice buck yesterday. It happens. We just got a couple hours left and we've got to take off for a 16-hour drive back to Michigan. This worked good yesterday. I'll see what we can do this morning.
There's a storm cloud coming.
There's a storm cloud coming.
It's black on the horizon.
It's black on the horizon.
Are you gonna bury your head in the sand, man?
Are you gonna
About an hour later, I was hitting the rattlebag again, and then I looked behind us about 35 yards away and spotted a shooter. It was the same old problem, a lot of limbs in the way, and he was behind my stand. You guessed it, directly downwind in that mini Kansas hurricane. All I can say is thank God for sports wash and no odor oxidizer. I could tell he smelled something, but just not enough to break the deal.
Welcome to the rush.
What makes SpyPoint trail cameras the most advanced scouting products on the market? Live 3G cell phone transmission for viewing your photos anywhere in the world. New black flash LED lights will not spook game at night. 7-zone sensors for faster trigger speeds and centered images. A removable inner unit for viewing your photos on the go or in your stand. And wireless data backup capabilities in the case of camera theft. Get the point? Get SpyPoint.
The Triton optical sights by TrueGlow, made for every situation. If you're on the ground with a shotgun hunting for turkey, the tricolor reticle illumination will contrast perfectly. Or crossbow hunting in a stand for whitetail, the on-off pressure sensor switch will make your movements virtually undetectable. Even if you're in a close-quarter tactical situation, locking in the target with lightning speed is crucial. The Triton optical sights deliver the brightest, most precise red dot optics on the market. TrueGlow, when brightness counts.
Do you know how to do the 4-step? Not that 4-step, this one. To fool a whitetail, you need to solve sight and scent issues. ATSCO brings you the 4-step system. Fool a whitetail's eyes by removing the UV blue from your camo with UV Killer. Next, remove scent from your body with Sport Wash hair and body soap. Then, remove smelly detergent residue and odor from your clothes with Sport Wash, the only detergent engineered for the hunt. It grabs and pulls odors from camo. Finally, kill all odor with no odor oxidizer spray. 4 Steps to Success by ATSCO.
After seeing my hunt at JD Outfitting from the year before, Jeff and Greg, let's just say, they were more than pumped when I asked them if they wanted to hunt Kansas in 2011.
Look at the blood. You got to.
Greg, couldn't believe it. I knew that little buck was looking at something. I looked down, nothing but horns. He looked at our duffel bag down there. I looked down, I said, oh my God, look at that.
When you said big buck, I didn't know where to look. You're like, and then you tapped me on the shoulder.
I seen horns
right underneath us.
Oh my God, I can't believe you pulled it off.
That was an incredible hunt, and all I can say, it's a good thing that Jeff looked down at the base of that old cottonwood. First day in Kansas, and Greg and Jeff got it done with a little help from Jeff's decoy, old prankster buck.
Gotta love Kansas, Dorothy. We're here. Heck yeah. He's big buck.
We couldn't even get footage of him walking in. We were watching this little one, and he did. I've been watching this draw all morning. I mean, we've only been in here in the tree for an hour and a half, but I could see a big buck walking right down this draw. He is down right over there.
I got him.
I kind of wanted to see what he was going to do to prankster buck, but I didn't dare to give him a chance. I mean, I had a perfect hole, clean 15, 12 yard shot right here.
His attention was 100% on that prankster buck too.
Perfect. Right behind the shoulder, double lung. He went 40 yards. Looking at that, the little buck that we had under here, he milled around here for about 10 minutes. And it looked like he was looking at something, but I was afraid to turn to look because they want to scoop the little deer. But
hey, all you Rush junkies, don't forget to check us out on Facebook at The Rush TV. We're giving away lots of prizes, and you can even watch our show online.
Over the millennia, males have fought over it. Males have even died for it. They did it for a good-smelling lady. So get real, hunters. You need Black Widow deer lures. It's simple. They work.
For over 20 years, our scientists at the Whitetail Institute of North America have developed proprietary seeds designed specifically for whitetail deer. Our products not only attract deer, but provide them with exceptional nutrition. We continue to research, develop, and test these one-of-a-kind seeds, and they can only be found in our Whitetail Institute products. Call today and we will send you free our Producing Trophy Whitetails DVD and 6 sample seed packets. All you pay is $9.95 for shipping and handling.
we're down here in Kansas with Dan Cross, owner and operator of JD Outfitting. We just got in last night, come back here, put a couple stands up, and seen a bunch of deer last night. Sat here for about an hour and a half this morning and put an unbelievable shot on this nice mainframe 8. Actually, he's got like a 10. Other hunters been seeing 160s, 170s, and 180s, and actually a couple guys seen a couple that they think went go over 200 inches. Unbelievable hunt, unbelievable place. The scenery is unbelievable. Very happy.
After Greg tagged out, it was time for Jeff to turn in the camera for the bow. His first couple of days were action-packed and even got a good show from a rutting muley. Jeff called me while he was out there and said how well his mounted decoy prankster buck, in combination with laying down some Black Widow XXX, was working on those rutting Kansas bucks. Prankster's main purpose prior to making that trip to Kansas was fooling Jeff's unsuspecting friends. But it was clear he had a much better purpose now.
We got Greg's deer all processed, all quartered in a cooler, and we're coming back here at the park, and we've seen 2 bucks on our feet. Right here it is, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and one was a shooter, and they got about 2 miles to go to get here, so we're gonna head them off at the pass. I am at 32 yards with my 20-yard pin. I was trying to tuck myself into aiming high enough, but I drilled him, I hit him perfect. So
Look at that other big one out there. See him?
he's not that big. He's a short, tiny thing right there. I think that's a 4.5-year-old deer, Greg. He's got mass like crazy. He's a big giant deer.
He is a big deer.
You know what? I told you when I seen that deer, the very first night we jumped him and he came up on top of that hill. The trash at his bases, his tines, he's big mass. Knuckles, homie. That is my best deer kill on video. I wanted to let him come clear to prankster. I wanted to do. You said draw your bow, draw your bow. I mean, it's stupid not to. It's over the shoulder. It's perfect. I had the bloggy turned on, which I still have turned on. And yeah, I did it all. I even got the bloggy on. I said I'm not gonna kill that deer unless I get good footage. I've messed up enough times with Greg to where I've forced the thing to happen and always came out losing.
I can't wait to see him.
He is a giant deer, dude.
He's a giant deer.
He's a gorgeous deer.
Look at all the trash hanging off his horns.
There is some big deer in Kansas. I'm not kidding you. But when you're trying to kill good camera deer, we're not out here to shoot the new world record on Dan Cross's property. We're out here to promote Dan Cross. And I tell you what, Dan Cross put us on a farm that I hope, only can hope, that me and Greg get to come back here.
You rattled him all the way in from like 300 yards.
Well, there was 2 bucks. There was a big 8-point and then him. And I wanted this one more than I've killed nice 8 points. I've never killed a freak like this. He's gonna look gorgeous on the wall staring at you.
The world's most effective solution for water repellency.
Silicone Water Guard is the high-performance treatment for water repellency preferred by outdoorsmen. Only Silicone Water Guard is formulated to achieve perfect water repellency with one treatment.
Not all silicone spray treatments are equal. To pass the standard test for water repellency, a product needs to resist wetting for 30 seconds. Silicone Water Guard passed the test 50 times and still scores 100. That means Silicone Water Guard beats the others 50-1.
Trophy Whitetails of Ohio is now booking hunts. Join Scott Parmo on a hunt of a lifetime. Great accommodations and memories that will last forever.
One tree stand fall can end your hunting career and maybe your life. The easy solution to eliminate tree stand falls is to always be attached to the tree. Fall Guy vest and 20-foot retractor uses tested seatbelt technology and will keep you connected, safe, and effective. The 20-foot retractor installs easily and will make your tree stand hunting more enjoyable. Concentrate on the hunt, not the height. If the worst happens, Fall Guy will be there for you. Fall Guy, for the hunt.
Knives and game processing kits for the rush are provided by Outdoor Edge, the finest quality knives and tools for the big game hunter.
Welcome to the rush. We're gonna hopefully pull off some more of that for you before the year's over. Look at that big deer.
Oh, look at the mass on him.
Big deer. Big deer, Greg. He looks like he's got fat, giant feet. He's a big old deer. I don't know how old he is, but he's a big old deer.
He looked over 200 pounds when I was watching.
No wonder he's got big, giant feet. Look at him. Look at come the camera over here. Look at his foot, Greg. You won't believe it.
Oh, wow. He cut it on something, didn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's got abscess on it.
No kidding. How come we didn't see that when we were up in the tree?
Look at, he's got trash. He's got velvet hanging off his horn. Ain't that crazy? He is a giant deer, Greg.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at this deer. He's not a 180. I don't know what he's gonna score, but he's a freak. And I'm guessing he's gonna be live weight. This is probably as close to a 300-pound deer I've ever killed. And he is just a giant. Unbelievable deer. Me and Greg has had a lot of firsts on this trip that we've always kind of wanted to do. We wanted to rattle deer in and have them actually respond where we could see them and have them come running in. And this guy, he committed to the rattling horns. And another trick up our sleeve, I had a full body mount deer made a couple years ago that me and Greg have been pranking our buddies with when we brought it out here to Kansas. And it's called critical tool, guys. You have to have something to fool these big old age class deer. Now you can get a plastic decoy shine off the sun and they're all, you know, glittery. But you get a live deer decoy like this and you incorporate that into your setup, nothing but results. Every buck that me and Greg had come in, we've been here 3 days. We've had six different bucks come in, and they all came within 20 yards and they, you know, postured around my decoy. This deer came in and he kind of held up at 32 yards and he didn't have to come to the decoy to get killed, so I took the first opportunity and and passed an arrow through him and ended it. But this is unbelievable, unbelievable destination to come to. JD Outfitting, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jeff shot a great management buck for Dan Cross. He was a 4.5-year-old old bruiser with a crazy rack that Jeff and Greg had jumped the first night, and they even had several pictures of him on their Spy Point. Speaking of Spy Point, we want everybody to check the Rush TV and Spy Point Facebook pages over the next couple of weeks for an incredible grand prize giveaway. Let's just say it involves a lot of free stuff and a grand prize that'll make the winner definitely experience the rush.
Good morning, my name's Andrew with Black Widow Deer Lures. We're extremely fortunate this morning to take a nice white-tailed doe, about 15-20 minutes ago actually. And what we're going to do today is we're going to field dress this deer and take its bladder, which contains the urine from a fresh white-tailed doe. We're going to put that urine in a test tube to show you the color of what a fresh deer lure should look like. And alongside of it, we're also going to put a test tube of Black Widow Deer Lures Hot and Ready XXX to show you the color of Black Widow Deer Lures. We're going to get a couple bottles of the big leading name corporate deer lure companies, which we're not going to mention the names, but we're going to pour theirs in a couple test tubes to show you the difference in color. What it should be is a fresh deer lure should be anywhere from a clear to a light yellow to a light amber color, being fresh. But so you can see the difference. Collected right from a white-tailed doe, shot this morning about an hour ago from Black Widow Deer Lures XXX, Big Corporation A, Big Corporation B. What I'm trying to show you is if you're used to buying deer lure this color, I would suggest stopping. The reason it's this color, it's either old, brown and broken down, or the sun has gotten to it. Fresh deer lure, which most hunters would prefer nowadays, is this color. So if you're looking for fresh deer lure, shoot a doe, collect it yourself from that doe, or look for Black Widow Deer Lures in a store near you.
That's my best deer killing video. You know what? Give me that camera for just 1 second.
We get her done in 3 days.
Give me that camera. Yeah, we did.
We get her done in 3 days.
Give me that camera. I want your reaction for once.
My reaction?
The most important thing to hunting videos and gathering videos is a camera guy.
I don't know about all that. Let me hide my dip. Do not do this in the tree.
We're getting down. How long did we stand ago? 2 hours ago?
2 hours ago.
Products have been provided by these fine sponsors. For more information and current air times, go to hunttherush.com.